grill side coffee, fantastic. This is the whiskey barrel bourbon aged blend. Link in description. You get a 10% discount when you use my code. You gotta try it. Great coffee. So it's time for week 2 of the seasonal tournament of spices. We got some heavy hitters today. I'm super excited. I loved how last week came out. You know, it's really cool to try these side by side and blind taste test them. So Lord Saunders' next video came out on last Sunday, so you can see what his 4 spices, how they ranked up. And today we got some good ones. One of my favorite seasonings for steak, Hardcore Carnivore Black. This stuff's fantastic. You can find it at a lot of grill stores and Amazon. A new favorite of mine since this competition, I found this one. Blackened Saskatchewan Rub from Traeger. You can get these at Ace Hardware. I think like Home Depot and Lowe's might have these, but also Amazon. Uncle Steve's Competition Cow Shake. We're gonna throw this on one, and it's going up against the PS Seasonings Butcher's Blend Prime Time. So, buttery beef rub. Real excited to get this going, and I'm doing something just a little different this time. Not changing the cook up or anything, but just to keep my self knowing which side's which. Got these cool little metal things, these little guys. I'm gonna put one on each beef rib just so there's no mix up when it's time to taste test them. And once you put them on the smoker and you flip them when you're doing the wrap and everything, it could get a little confusing. So I want to make sure that they're clearly marked and everyone knows which is which. So let's get into seasoning. So thankfully Costco had the double pack this time, saved me a little bit of money on this one. Oh man, there we go. A little bit of ugly job on the fat, but actually not a lot of fat on this one. Decent amount of meat on here. Well, this one's kind of been scalped, but good amount of meat on this one as well. With it being scalped like that, overall I'm pretty happy with these. Hopefully once they get to cooking, they'll plump up a little and they don't get shrunk down like the last one. No, I wasn't going to trim any from just like last week's video, but this fat was just giving me the wrong look. I didn't like how it was looking. There we go, just because it was like kind of peeling off. All right, starting off with this first one over here, we're going to be doing half Hardcore Carnivore Black, half Blackened Saskatchewan. Just like last week, we using the cutting board to cut it in half. Right down the middle, no binders, just straight seasoning. I really enjoyed this Blackened Saskatchewan on some steaks this week. So I'm sure it's going to be fantastic on this as well. A little off center there when I put my cutting board on there. So I'm going to put the snowman in the Blackened Saskatchewan. Over on this side we got the Competition Cow Shake going on first. Make sure you follow Uncle Steve's Shakes on Instagram, YouTube. Great guy. And then the Prime Time. Now I will say one thing I don't like about PS Seasonings rubs is they come in these glass jars, and you really should like put them in something else so you can grab them by hand, because it's really easy to go overboard when you got this opening like this. Those two are very similar in color. So we're gonna put the snowflake on the PS Prime side. All right, we got them all seasoned up. The Z grill's up to 250 degrees. We'll get these thrown in and get them on for probably about 4 hours until they temp into 185. They almost don't fit. See those in 4 hours. Alright guys, we're right about 4 hours in, and I just probed them. They're all at about 180 across those probes. This is when I want to be pulling them, getting them wrapped in that beef tallow, and getting them inside the oven to let them come up to temp, and then we're going to let them rest inside until it's time for dinner. So let's get these wrapped. Boy, you never know what shape you're going to get when you pull these things out the smoker. Just look how that meat has just kind of pulled back across that. So we got the Hardcore Carnivore on this side, and we got the Blackened Saskatchewan on that side. Adding in that Wagyu beef tallow again for the wrap. This one kind of did the same thing. We got pulling in over here. We got a good size over here. We got the Uncle Steve's on this side and our PS Seasoning Prime Time on this side. I am officially out of the Wagyu beef tallow. Just like that, those are going to go into the oven at 250 degrees until they come up to temp around 203, and then we'll let them rest down to about 160 before we slice into them. Alright, we let them come up to temp, about 203 in the oven, then we let them rest for a little while. I'm going to get them sliced up just like last time, get them into pieces, and then little gorilla is going to hand me a bite, and I will have my eyes closed and looking away while she hands them to me, so we can get a blind taste test. So let's get it sliced up. Here's your fork. Let's see. Oops. Now remember, first you'll do these first two. Pick one of these two and give it to me, and I'll eat it, then I'll eat the other one. Then you tell me which one you gave me first, or which one I liked better. You tell me which one, okay? All right, I'm gonna look this way. Pick one of the first two, and then put the fork in my hand. Okay. Now the other. I like the second one better. The Blackened Saskatchewan. All right, that's our first winner. That's wild. I kind of thought Hardcore Carnivore would win, because I really do like that seasoning a lot, but the blind taste test will tell. All right, same thing with these ones.
We had a winner.
Okay. I think I like the second one better. The Prime Time PS Blends Prime Time Seasoning. All right, that's our two winners for round two. The Blackened Saskatchewan and the PS Seasonings Prime Time Buttery Blend. So, make sure you have watched Lord Saunders' video last week, and you'll have another one next week. We're going back and forth. We each have one each week. Once we get done with the first round, I think we're probably gonna do it live and discuss, you know, the tournament and our findings. So give it up for Little Gorilla and her help.
Hello.
Make sure you like and subscribe, do all those things, and we'll see you next time. We're gonna go eat the rest of this beef.